What's going on, fools? That's right, talking to you and you and you and you with the titties, you too. What's going on, fools? It's Toronto Guy here for another episode of Toronto Guy Cooks, just out of the blue because why not? Because I want to make something awesome, which I've already made this week, and it was so good I had to make it again and film it. So all you fools, that's right, including you with the big titties, can enjoy an experience. What are we making today? We are making my take on an amazing South Asian dish. We are making pork vindaloo, and it is so freaking good. Let's not waste any more time talking about it. Let's make it. And we are going to start off with some olive oil in a pan. There we go. About that was about a tablespoon, maybe. Yeah. Just use your eyes. If you're a professional, like I claim to be, you can just use your eyes. You don't need a measuring spoon. Measuring spoon's over there, by the way, just in case I need it. Anyway, medium-high heat. We're gonna let this just coat the pan, get to know the pan a little. Yeah. Also gonna make rice with it, but you all know how to make rice. So we're focusing now on the vindaloo, which I'm gonna have with rice, and that's a star anise. It's gonna give the rice an amazing slight black licorice flavor to it. But anyway, all right, the oil is heated well enough. We're gonna take our pork loin. This is about a pound of pork loin, chopped up, seasoned simply with salt and pepper. Let's toss it in there and cook it up real quick. There we go. Get in there. That's right. And we're gonna cook this pork loin up. As you see, I chopped it up nicely because I'm a professional. We're gonna cook. Oh, it smells good already. Oh, with the salt and pepper. Pork is inexpensive, and you can make so much with it, like what I'm making now. And it smells amazing. We're gonna fry this up for about 5 minutes for our pork vindaloo. And while we're doing that, there you go, spread out, man. God, spread out. Come on, man. Spread out. Social distancing, for crying out loud. And while we're, 5 minutes, remember. While we're doing that, the other ingredients we're gonna be putting in this, we're gonna be putting in some garlic. I usually like to use fresh stuff, but I have this jar of minced garlic still, so I like to use up my stuff. I don't like to waste food, so we're going to use that. We're going to add a full can, 796 milliliters, also known as 28 flowing ounces of chickpeas with their juices, and half of this can, which is also 796, but we're going to use half of this can of diced tomatoes. I prefer using fresh, but social distancing, I'm gonna stick with the canned stuff for now. It's inexpensive. This whole meal probably gonna cost a total of maybe $5-6 bucks, and it'll feed an army, or me, yeah. And we're gonna add, oh yes, let's fry it up some more. We're also gonna add for our seasoning, yeah, oh, smells amazing. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of my homemade Chole Masala mix, which is made up of, there's like 25 dried red chilies, there's cinnamon, there's cumin, there's salt, there's pepper, there's chili powder, there's about 20 different things in this, which I put all into a grinder, grinded them up into awesomeness, which we're going to use for our seasoning. And we're gonna add some coriander and a little bit of cream. Oh, this smells so freaking good. There we go, just cook it up on medium-high heat, and if you have time, don't forget to sway. Yeah, sway. Let's cut to 5 minutes. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh boy. Oh, I'd love to eat it now, but there's so much, not so much more, there's just more to do. It's gonna be even better. So anyway, we browned it, we've seared it nicely. We're gonna borrow some of this pork fat. As it's been 5 minutes now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you can sit aside. Let's see you again. We're gonna take out our pork loin and put it in a bowl, and we're gonna set it aside. And there we go, excellent. Let's set our pork loin aside. And now we are going to borrow, yeah, we're gonna, oh, smells good. We're gonna borrow the pork fat, and we're gonna cook up some onions in the pork fat, baby. There we go. This is about 2 small onions, chopped up nicely. There we go. Oh, see? You see what happened? That's okay. Because you know what I like to say? If you don't make a mess while you're cooking, then you're a failure. All of you. You, and you over there with the boobs. All of you. So, yeah, don't be worried. Don't be afraid. Don't get discouraged if you make a mess here and there. It's all good. Let's fry up these onions. Oh, man. Oh, come on, man. Oh, onions and pork fat. Awesome. And also, you can see I've started heating up our rice. I'm using basmati rice. You, of course, can use whatever you want. You can choose not to use rice. No one's forcing you. But I'm using basmati rice. Going to heat it up, let it come to a boiling point, lower the heat, then let it just sit there for about 9 minutes, and then it'll be awesome and ready to go. Ah, excellent. Ah, yeah, baby. Pork Vindaloo. Because I love food from the South Asian land. Namaste, all that awesome stuff. Vanakkam, and other stuff. And if you don't have the homemade Chole Masala powder like I do, because I, of course, am awesome, you can, of course, buy mixtures at your local stores of Chole Masala, Chana Masala, or just come up with your own mix of seasonings. It doesn't even have to be South Asian-y. It can be Italian-y, or Greek-y, or American-y. And then you just add it, and you make your own pork Vindaloo, your style. But it's very easy to make and very tasty. Oh, yes. Onions are smelling and looking lovely. Love it, love it, love it. The onions have soaked up all of that lovely pork fat. So now we are going to add our full can of chickpeas with the juices. There you go. You, of course, you can opt to, you personally, you including you with the boobs, you can opt to drain the juices completely if you would rather have a thicker sauce, but I like my pork vindaloo like saucy. So if I have like a piece of naan bread with it or a piece of regular bread with it, just dip it in and go, oh, I'm so glad I didn't get rid of the juices. That kind of thing. All right. So we're gonna let this cook. We're gonna let these chickpeas mingle with the onions and the onions that have soaked up all the pork fat. We're just gonna let it cook there. Bring it to a light, gentle boil before we continue. Ah, yeah. Support me, damn it. Links down below of where you can support me. Go there and visit. Give me money. Say hey and give me money. Or just go there and look and then give me money. Just give me money. Or don't. But if you choose to be selfish, you can just be selfish. That's fine. And let's bring this. We're gonna bring this to a little gentle boil. Oh, I can smell over here the pork that's sitting aside. It's coming, like it's the fumes are coming. They're like going, ooh, oh look, there's a nose right up there, man. Oh yeah. Let's let this come to a boil as we sway, and then we'll cut right now. Okay, and our chickpeas have come to a gentle boil. Everybody's getting along. Now I should have, or I would have added the garlic after the onions before the chickpeas, but we'll just add it now. Let's just do it by eye. There we go. About a half a tablespoon of minced garlic. Give it a stir. Mix up in there. Get to know each other. It arrived late to the party, but the bottom line, the main thing is that it arrived. So don't get on its case, for crying out loud. There we go. Let's smell it. Ah, smells good. You can smell the salt and the pepper, the pork fat, the onions, and the garlic all mingling. They're gonna make babies, and then I'm gonna eat the babies. All right. Now, we take our diced tomatoes. We're gonna add half of this can, roughly. We'll do it by eye. There we go. All right. There we go. There we go. Is that half? Yeah, that's half. All right. Let's give it a stir. Nice gentle stir. Let everybody still get along. Oh, man. Oh, our rice is boiling. Right on. We'll lower the heat for the rice. Set the timer on the rice for 9 minutes to sit there and think about what it's done before I eat it too. Yeah, love it. Ah, so we're gonna get this to come to a little gentle boil here. Ah, pork vindaloo. Oh man, you see why I'm using chickpeas now. There's a bazillion professional chefs out there like me, but you know what I mean, who will say, that's not how you make it. Chickpeas. Well, I'm using chickpeas because I'm going to use it to thicken the sauce, because they're a great sauce thickener. As I'm doing this with my hand and I'm getting excited because it's gonna be so good because I made this earlier this week and it was amazing. But yeah, we're gonna thicken the sauce by mashing up the chickpeas, also known as dal in the South Asian cooking world. Mashing them up, and that's gonna add thickness to the sauce. You can also use, I've actually done this also recently. You wanna make a homemade pasta sauce and you want a thick sauce, you can use chickpeas. You cook them up, they get nice and soft, and then you mash them up like this, mash them up! Yeah, all right. Looking good, smelling good, making more mess, and that's okay. That means that I'm not a failure. That's as I said, man. If you cook and you don't make a mess, then you're a failure. I, as you can see, am not. All right. So we got our little concoction here so far, doing its boil. Very good. Now we are going to add our 2 tablespoons of homemade Chole Masala spice mix. Chole Masala is a curry mixture from Punjab, from what I've learned. But I make it a lot, and I make a lot when I make it, and then when I run out, I make a lot more. So yeah, I love making my own spice mixtures. It's awesome. Makes me feel like a professional, even though I don't need it to feel like a professional, because I am professional. You know why? Because I said it and I posted this on the internet. And as everybody knows, everything you say on the internet, it makes it true. All right, there we go. Lovely. Smells so freaking good. If it wasn't so hot, I'd slam my face into here. All right, that's nicely mixed. We get our pork. We're gonna bring back our pork. That's right, it was only gone to the bathroom for a little bit. It's all good now. Mix it up nicely. Oh, I'm an amazing chef, amazinger than you. You can be an amazing chef too. Just visit the links and give me money. Ooh, you, yeah. All right. Mix it up. Oh, it smells freaking awesome in here. Mix it up. Let the pork soak up those juices with the Chole Masala seasoning. Very good. We'll lower the heat to medium. All right. Lower the heat to medium. There we go. Flatten it all out. Make sure the pork is covered and has its head peeked out here and there. There we go, lovely. And we're going to put a lid on it, and we're going to let it simmer on medium for 12 minutes. There's 6 minutes left for the rice. So after that, I'll add another 12 minutes, and then we'll continue with our pork vindaloo. At that point, after I snap my fingers, the rice will be ready, but we'll be finishing up. Oh, come on, man. I can still smell it. Like, why do I torture my nose like this? Let's just skip to there now. All right. Oh, were you swaying? I was swaying. You caught me in the middle of swaying. Oh, man. I was swaying that whole time, wasn't I? You sure was. All right. There it goes. Been 12 minutes. Let us turn down the heat. Let us take it off the heat. Oh, our rice is done. More importantly, it smells freaking amazing in here. Oh, all right. Oh, punch me in the face more, why don't you? Love it. Let's give it a stir. As you can see, a lot of the juices have evaporated and it's somewhat thickened. There we go. Excellent. Now we're gonna take our potato masher and we're gonna put it in here and just do a press and turn to mash up them chickpeas as much as you want. I like to mash them up pretty decently, so let's get that done. We're gonna use that to thicken the sauce, and then we're just about finished, baby. Oh, it's seriously, oh yes, oh baby, love it. Oh baby, I just want to write a poem to you and recite it every day. Oh, there we go. Let's mix it up. Lovely. As our chickpeas, for the most part, nicely mashed to thicken it up. If you want the more sauciness to it, you can add a little water. I might add, let's add a little water. There we go. It's about half a cup Lovely. Let's mix it up more. Get to know each other. There you go. Ah, smells so freaking good. Now there's people out there who will be like, hey man, that's not real Vindaloo. Well, that's why I made it and you didn't. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you. All right. Very good. Oh, all right. Of course, you can mash up the mixed chickpeas more if you want. I'm gonna keep them as is. Have some chickpeas showing for the picture. We are going to add a splash of cream. There we go. Let's give it a little creaminess. However much you want to add, just add it. Creamy it up. Give it a nice mix up. Excellent. Oh, come on, man. Why do I do this to myself? It's not fair. Like I should take myself to court, and then that way I'll definitely win. You know what I mean? I'll win one way or the other. Excellent. Oh, love it, love it, love it. And to this, we are going to add fresh coriander, also known as cilantro. I love coriander. Is my favorite fresh herb. I love it. Love it. I want to make out with it and call it my woman. All right, let's mix it in there. It's going to balance everything off excellently. Ooh boy, and add more color to it. To add more appealingness to it. Even more appealingness. What am I talking about? More. Even more. Oh, oh, come on, man. Oh. I'm so glad I get to eat this. Unfortunately, you all don't, but what you gonna do? All right, let's give it a little quick sample. Excellent. I'm gonna add some salt to enhance the excellent. There we go, a little salt to taste. All right, give it another mix up. You see, I never used to use, for so many years, I would never put salt in my food when I cooked. I'm talking up until like 2016. I would never put salt because I was like always just thinking, oh, salt's bad for you, to kill you. But then I finally started putting it in and just realized how it just enhances flavor. And now it's just, I'm a big proponent of salt, even though it's bad for you. I say consume it by the bucket full. Of course I don't mean that. Don't take it literally. Don't be one of those people on the internet, you know what I mean? All right. Oh, let's taste it now. Oh, oh, I love me. That was so good. Now let's plate it. All right, you can go over here, man. We'll get to you, man. Oh, it looks amazing. I'll just sit here and look at it for a second. All right, good. All right, gonna take our basmati rice. We're gonna use this fancy plate because why not? It's for the picture. You know, it's like school pictures. You gotta get dressed up, even though for the other days of the year, you know, you go to school wearing stupid stuff, you know, but on school picture day, you know, your parents force you to dress nicely. It's not cool. All right, let's spread it around. Oh, even the rice smells and looks amazing. I'm gonna put a hole in the middle for a little volcano, which is a little trick that the chefies like to use so they can actually put more awesomeness in it by having it in the middle, you know what I mean? Whereas other people will just like, let's just put rice all over it and flatten it and add stuff to the top. And then it'll overflow all over the place, man. When you can just do a volcano, yeah, like that. And then you go like this. Oh, come on, man. And then you add, your Vindaloo. Oh, I get to eat this soon. Hurry up. Take the picture, say goodbye to everybody so I can scarf it. Oh, there we go. More, damn it. It's a big plate. All right, there we go. Oh, lovely. Let's have some pork pieces showing off so people know that there's pork in here. All right, that's good. Now, as usual, the lighting does no justice in here for how awesome my food looks. So, take a look at it. But what we're gonna do as usual is we're gonna take a picture of it and insert it right here. And there you have it, kids. Let me take a quick chase of the pork. Let's show this on camera so people know that I'm not messing around. Oh. Oh. Oh man, it's so tender. It's so porky. Alright, back to the picture. And there you have it, kids. Pork vindaloo, my way, which is an awesome way. If people have a problem with that way, you can go away. Patreon.com/TorontoGuy, go there. Give me cash in these crazy times in your life. Don't be selfish, give me cash, alright? And then find more cash and make this, and then tell me how awesome it was, and then give me more cash. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Patreon.com/TorontoGuy. And we'll see you next time, whenever that'll be.